Star Trek Starfleet Academy Episode 3 Recap and Spoiler Review. What is the Vitus Reflux? Here at FandomWire, we recap Star Trek Starfleet Academy Episode 3, streaming on Paramount Plus, starring Holly Hunter and Paul Giamatti. For those with complaints about the new road Star Trek Starfleet Academy boldly goes down, the episode that will send some longtime fans of the franchise over a cliff is Vitus Reflux. Why? It's an episode that captures the arrogance and carefree spirit of youth. The young blood infused into the hour deliberately overshadows the gravitas and nostalgia that photon torpedo-loving fans crave. However, this episode was needed for the makeover of Paramount Plus' Star Trek Starfleet Academy and for the series' long-term growth, as the new characters needed to become a team within the narrative. The episode is fun, leaning into the older supporting characters, which threads the needle when it comes to the franchise series makeover. No spoiler content found. Please take a moment to read below Star Trek Starfleet Academy Season 1 Episode 3 titled Vitus Reflux. Paramount Plus Star Trek Starfleet Academy Episode 3 is Paul Giamatti's news Braca in Vitus Reflux. Unfortunately, no, Paul Giamatti's news Braca does not appear in the latest episode of Star Trek Starfleet Academy Vitus Reflux, an absence felt given how much the series benefits from his comically villainous presence. We do, though, get a healthy dose of Holly Hunter, Tig Notaro, Gina Yasher, and the Late Show's Stephen Colbert. If you have a good ear, you'll hear the digital dean of students giving daily announcements to the cadet students. The theme of tonight's episode is the Starfleet Academy's cadet program having an almost Animal House rivalry with the War College's students, since the Beta Z delegation decided to rejoin the United Federation of Planets. This serves two purposes for the story, bringing all the young characters together to resolve conflict and further enhancing the relationship of Caleb, Sandro Rasta, and Tarama, Zoe Steiner. The episode starts with the War College students playing a prank on the cadets. While washing up in the locker room, they are transported to the school's public area in towels and underwear. Caleb asks Krog, Karim Diane to distract a group of War College bullies so he can talk to Tarama. Hilariously, Krog tries to tell a joke with a clear attraction from a young man in a War College blue jumpsuit. Paramount Plus Star Trek Starfleet Academy Episode 3. What is the rivalry between the War College and Starfleet Academy? The rivalry begins with a clash of philosophies that led to their separation in the first place. At its core is an ideological divide. Starfleet values exploration, diplomacy, moral restraint, and optimism, while the opposing group operates from a distinctly military mindset. When broken down, it mirrors modern red versus blue state thinking, reframed within a futuristic setting. Of course, the best shows reflect current world views and temperatures. Of course, we have Caleb and Tarama who may be the ones to bring those groups together. While Krog runs interference, Caleb has a love and basketball moment, shooting hoops while Caleb pushes the issue of vibes between them. So much so that Tarama's neural regulation collar turns from blue to red, suggesting his words were having a profound effect on her. As the rivalry intensifies throughout the episode, Hunter's Chancellor Nala Ake seems either bored or eager to bring the group together. She helps the cadets form a plan by manipulating the War College dean after they lose badly in a laser tag-like activity. The activities also expose the tension and attraction between Genesis Bella Shepard and Derm George Hawkins. Paramount Plus Star Trek Starfleet Academy Episode 3 Ending Explained. What is the Vitus Reflux? There is some fun along the way. I don't remember this reveal in the first two episodes, but Notaro's Jet Reno and Yasher's Lura Thok are an item, with the aforementioned comedian's comic relief creating humor alongside Thok's straightazanero authoritarian demeanor. Krog, a medical student, steals DNA from a War College dean and uses it to create an eyeball to bypass security. From there, the plant called Vitus Reflux grows spontaneously into the War College student dormitory, forcing all the students to run for their lives into the adjoining courtyard in their underwear. Chancellor Ake arrives, forcing the dean to call off the war games when any anger or negative words can endanger the plant's maturation, which is a violation. Of course, the parallels are clear. Ake's teaching style of empathy is surely smarter than the War College's educational ideology. Star Trek Starfleet Academy's third episode ends with Tamira using her intuition to convince Caleb that he finally likes being part of the Academy. She gives him a little kiss. Later, Genesis gives Caleb his Starfleet Letterman jacket. He accepts, showing he finally lets down his guard to be part of a team or family. You can stream Star Trek Starfleet Academy on Paramount Plus starting January 15th. All 8 episodes were screened for this review.